Peace and Earth Wellness, peace and Earth Wellness. We back with our soil. Seeing a lot of worms in there while I was in there cutting it up. That's another thing. Guys, don't take my word for it. You look up if your soil is healthy or not. If you can find worms in it. You can just pull a few pieces. I cut him up, but he'll grow. A few places to where we just got worms in the soil. Look how deep. 4 fingers, 5 fingers can cover my whole hand deep. And just pull up that fertile soil. If you hear somebody speaking as if this not what you want, just my opinion, you may just want to research who you're looking for, who you're looking and listening to. Because that's what you want out there in your soil, guys. You want to be able to go anywhere out there in your soil. Look how deep my feet prints is. We're tilling it. Because we got about 8 inches down. And maybe even more. But when you're able to just see your soil and it's nice and black, and look at that. The roots have all this room to grow. Look at that big hole. You can put your whole hand down in there and you still got. This is what you want, people. You want that. See how fluff that is? That's what you want, that fluff. That no-till stuff is not fluff. The root's going to have some resistance in breaking through that soil. When I make these rows up, these rows will be about 10 inches of soil high. You see all the little micro bugs and bugs in it. That's what you want, people. That's what you want. That's the type of soil you want to start putting your plants in. As I said before, they got us hoodwinked. A lot of people like to say we breathe in our nose, right? And you feel like, a good story is, hey, you breathe in your nose. You get your oxygen from your nose and your mouth from breathing the air. But see, that's not where you get your oxygen from. You get your oxygen from your bloodstream. And see, you breathe, those are the apparatuses that you use to get your air into your blood. But your oxygen have to go in your bloodstream first. And then that goes to your brain and throughout the body. Your lungs is the apparatus in which where it can convert some of that oxygen, pass it over and through the blood, and then put that oxygen in your whole body to oxygenate the body or give your whole body oxygen. That's what you want. So it's easy to tell a good lie. And there's a lot of lies just misrepresentations of what's going on in our biology and dirt and stuff like this. But I see a lot of ants and a lot of little stuff everywhere. Everywhere you go, you see these nice earthworms. And when you got earthworms in your soil, like I've shown you today, you got good soil. That's the minerals you want right now. You don't want that stuff. I guarantee you, if you find one bag, find me a bag that got this much living stuff in it that I have of soil. I got flies everywhere, gnats everywhere on this stuff. They're trying to get to this soil because this soil is rich. Now, if you don't know how to keep your soil rich, just holler at us. Earth Wellness 102. We can help you. But with this no-till stuff and not tilling up the dirt and getting your nutrients out of this right here, because this is where your nutrients come from. As I said, our business is called Earth Wellness 102. The 102 is because you need 102 minerals every day. And there's one root, and there's a few more that gives you all 102 minerals. But the only reason why that root gives you 102 minerals, because it dives deep in the soil. It dives deep in the soil. It dives 3-4 feet deep in the soil and get this soil. This is what you want to be able to do with your soil. Reach down there, grab a big full heap of it, and you want to see little bugs, little insects. Once you till it up, you want to see the flies starting to be on it. You want to see the gnats hovering on it. You want to see all of the earthworms that I'm seeing. and things of that nature. That's rich soil. That's mineralized soil. That's nutrient-based soil. And once you actually grow your crops, they're going to be the byproduct of having a rich, nutrient-dense soil, mineralized soil, because now those nutrients and minerals is going to be in your fruit. And not look just, not just looking the part. Anything can grow. Anything can grow out of a small piece of dirt, or sometimes people do with aquaponics. But even when you use aquaponics and you use no dirt, what do you have inside of your water? You have to mineralize that water, make sure the right nutrients in that water, or you're not gonna get anything. You may grow something, but that plant that you eat is gonna be lacking nutrients. And as I said before, one of the main things that I think that has happened, and why in my day there was almost no autism to whereas autism a lot now, is lack of nutrients to the brain through the food. Feeding your child, feeding your family less nutrient food on top of all the processes they have with it, it's been a problem. But one of the things is you eating that cucumber, you eating that tomato, you eating those peppers, but it's almost like you're eating a cone that don't have any nutrients in it. It just looks like a pepper. It just looks like a banana, but it's not. It don't have this. You done subscribe to something somebody told you, and you getting this right here in a bag, when if you just ask me, you can't trust it. Now, a lot of y'all guys may trust things with a barcode on it. But as I told you, like we tell you with your food, when that stuff has a barcode on it, it removes from being what you wanted it to be into the lane of a product. It's now a product. And they're trying to sell you product, even in dirt. They're going to try to sell you product if you got to have a barcode on it. This right here is no barcode. I wish you guys could probably see all the, the liveliness that's over the dirt, the flies, the little mosquitoes, the ants, everything that's crawling in. But this is living soil, and when you open them bags, you don't see that. I got ants living in my soil. I got worms living in my soil. I got all types of flies swooping down, eating on my soil, gnats and all of that stuff. That's what I want. Peace and earth wellness. I hope you guys learned something from this. I hope you can really take some of this education and take it a little further. And feel free in the comments to let me know what I got wrong. Let me know what I missed. Peace and earth wellness.